Commence primary ignition.
What's up, guys? I'm Emily Swallow. If you're looking at this, you're watching the Virtual Cantina Network. This is the way.
Hello there.
Sorry, I was muted. Hey, we're live.
We are live and in color right here.
We're still
Welcome.
switched.
What's that?
We're still switched.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
The label.
Yeah, I forgot to
Cat
change it.
is Jeff and Jeff
I
is-
totally forgot. I totally spaced that out. I'm sorry, but we're fixed.
It's like I did not notice. It's like no. Now we're right. So
I was just happy
welcome.
that we were inside the squares. That's all.
Welcome
Or not
to
squares.
a not as organized as could possibly be episode of the Virtual Cantina
As
Network
usual.
Watch-Along. But that is nothing new for those of you who normally watch us. So good evening. I'm Dave here with our our producer Jeff for the evening. What's going on, Jeff?
Another Thursday, but taking tomorrow off, so having a nice long weekend, including Monday off, which I had to take as well. But don't have to go back to work till Wednesday, so I'm very happy.
Excellent. Well, enjoy your nice long weekend. And here with our guest host, Kat, this evening. Welcome, Kat. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I have to say, I am not a cat. I'm here live.
Jeff always
Even though it said cat in front of me earlier, I'm not a cat.
He is not a cat. Jeff is
For
not
an
a
individual. Anyways,
But Spencer is off this evening. He's got some other things going. I would not be overly surprised if we caught him in the chat later because he's like that. But see, right there, as I say it, speak of the devil, and his imps shall appear, and their name shall be Flat Spencer. So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are going to be here watching, along with the Summer of Snips, continuing that. We're watching a really cool arc. I think this is one of MVO's like favorite arcs from the Clone Wars. It's kind of the Weapons Factory arc. It's going to be Ahsoka Tano and Barriss Offee like meet up and interact and have all sorts of fun. So
yeah, that's a good pairing. There's a lot of good pairings, but yeah, they get to do a lot of stuff through these episodes.
yeah, I think this is going to be a cool one to watch this evening, and so we'll get ready to do that. Go ahead and be getting your Disney Plus machine queued up. We'll be starting with right there below me, season 2, episode 5. So get that one queued up, and we'll start that toward the top of the hour. Until then, it's the stuff going on in Star Wars news. I think it was Jeff was the first person that I saw that posted this one today. Tell us about the figure that you found randomly on the internet today.
Yeah, I was doing the bathroom scroll and happened across a Yak Face post about the most amazing. If this figure looks half as good as the photos for the previews, the production, whatever they call the pre-production, but I don't know. Anyways, as long as it looks anywhere near what they've shown us in the photos, and the packaging is standard, but the figure itself is extraordinary. Oh, the packaging is not quite standard. It seems that they are revisiting a beloved windowed model as opposed to hiding the figure. And this figure, hopefully it's not just for this figure. This figure is insane. So it is a figure from Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it is Darth Vader after the battle with Obi-Wan, and you can see the face through the helmet, big old gash. It's amazing. Oh no.
Yeah. It's got a pretty cool Hayden sculpt.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the photos and the stills that you've seen from the show. Well, the episode itself. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. So for those of you wanting to check it out, they're calling it Darth Vader Duel's End, I think, from Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that's it.
And it is going to be a Target exclusive. So
to grab me a few.
Yeah, rumor is that the pre-orders will start for that, I think, July the 14th, 9 a.m. I didn't read if it was Pacific or Eastern.
There'll be more info now that it's sort of been announced, popping up everywhere. So if you haven't seen that in somewhere online, it'll be in your feed in the next week.
Yeah, it should be there. I don't know if I've actually seen it on the group page yet, but
I didn't share it there. Maybe
we should make sure that we get that up there and have that on the group page. So those of you interested in that,
let me go look for it.
Go out and get it. So Jeff will be taking care of that now.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that post, Kat?
I did. Looks good.
It's making me very excited for that figure. Oh man, there it is again. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited because I don't know. Most of you know that I am not an 8x10 autograph collector. I'm like a physical object autograph collector, and I've never really seen something. I haven't seen a great Hayden sculpt because during the prequel era, we were back in like those Power of the Force figures, and they're all bulked up and not one that I ever really loved. So I've seen some of the 12-inch ones, like can you see it? Yeah, like my Obi-Wan back there. There's some Anakin ones like that, but this one, I think I found
Anakin Hayden version. Is.
Yeah,
seeing Hayden with his little braid is not my favorite. So This is amazing. I just posted it to the group, so if anybody is poking around in the group and they want to see it, it's there.
This is Spencer's. Like, it angers him that there's too much stuff he already needs from Anakin in Boston. I doubt this figure will even be in by Boston. Target exclusives are kind of notorious. But
it's going to be like order it now and then it'll be delivered in like November thing or something weird.
Very likely. So you can have Hayden sign this the next time you see him. No, don't plan it for this.
So it's not releasing on the 14th then.
I don't think so. We're not exactly clear.
Yeah, I not in information that I have seen, but it's.
Target, I'm sure, will post up about it, shortly, and then it will get some more clarification and information on those.
Yeah, because heaven forbid you actually come here for information. Because if you're here for information,
give them a little bit, and then they got to go do their own research.
That's right.
Or we ask them to go do our research. One or the other.
That's right. If you find out more information, put it in the chat for us because we are looking to get this figure too. But yeah, I think that'll be exactly what I will end up getting Hayden to sign. I think I have to have it. Can they just use that search function? It's overrated. We have the level of information here tonight since that flat guy is off screen, but in the chat we have the information. The Cookipedia is right there. See,
and he
she invoked the flat one.
See, yeah. Oh, there he is.
He's got to be present in one form or another, so he can be in chat and in flat. Chat and flat. That's the
chat and the flat. Right, chat.
Spencer.
Oh, absolutely very cool. And Jeff was talking about Jeff has got the long weekend coming up. for the 4th of July. If you are interested still, we
Yes.
have patriotic shirts. The patriotic VC shirts are out. They will be available for a good long time. Not sure you totally have time to get them in before the 4th if you're waiting till now to order them, but hey, use it as your after the 4th celebration or
Some
whatnot.
cool designs in that batch.
That middle one's really nice.
Yeah,
Indoor.
that's the one that really stands out as the jewel.
Yeah, you'll have, you've got the celebration on indoor, and you can, toast some marshmallows while you're toasting your father's robot.
And that one on the right is the one on the right with the VC is most likely going to get people turning their heads. Well, what branch did you serve?
The Space Force a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, maybe some VC members are active and/or retired military, and
I do know that we do have some VC members that are retired military. I don't know anybody that is current right now, but I think I can
get one of those
at
shirts.
least 4 and 5, 4 or 5 veterans off the top of my head. So, thank you for your service, and if you want a patriotic VC shirt, now's the time to get it. And of course, we are still in the last days of Pride Month. It is still June. We had our big Pride special last night. You can catch that on the replay on the Virtual Cantina Network, and you can still get your Pride shirts. The Wookiee Pride Day shirt, you'll need that one in November. You can still be celebrating with that. Wookiee Pride Day being an Anthony Daniels quote referencing Wookiee Life Day. So we'll probably have a special related to that. We usually do that.
That's a great quote.
God, Wookiee Pride.
Might as well jump on it.
It's like, yes, Wookiee Pride Day.
I've heard of Ewok Pride Day. I haven't heard of.
You've never heard of the Wookiee Pride Day? It's okay. So this is the story I've heard multiple times is Anthony Daniels being Anthony Daniels. See the brown shirt right there?
Yeah.
There it is. Is they're asking him, I don't know if they were specifically referencing the holiday special. I think they were, and his involvement in that. And he's like, oh, yes, they're doing the whole special and talking about the Wookiee Pride Day or something like that.
From the holiday special.
Yes.
So Life Day is his interpretation of his Wookiee Pride Day, which is fairly accurate.
Yes, it is. It's Wookiee Pride Day, Wookiee Christmas, Wookiee, I don't know, Wookiee birthday. It's kind of all of those things.
It's a big old Wookiee party.
Yeah. But what else is going on in the world of Star Wars and sci-fi? Oh, who's all geared up for Indy?
Oh, yeah. I got my tickets for tomorrow.
I got my IMAX tickets for tomorrow afternoon.
Nice. I've been screening the theater here that I like to watch it, and it's not super crowded at all. So I haven't decided which showing I'm going to yet. There were showings today. I almost got tickets for today. I was like, when did they start debuting at like 2:00 on a Thursday?
Well, 2:00.
They've been doing it a while now for a lot of big movies.
But 7 p.m.
They might as well just say the movie released on Thursday now for
Yeah.
Or Tuesday in case of a Wednesday movie.
Yeah, it used to be like I didn't even think to look so far ahead on a Thursday because it used to be just like this time. They would debut around like a 7.
Yeah, it'd be evening shows.
An evening show, and I would have had to miss it or miss this for that. Or
the original preview was midnight.
Mm-hmm.
You actually had to wait to midnight. So you get in line at 10:30, 11, wait for the show at midnight because you didn't have assigned seats.
Yeah, there used to not be any of this online purchasing thing. Go stand in a line.
We're old. And then they pushed it back to 10 and then to 7, and now 2 that's pretty bizarre.
Yeah.
Especially for a weekday. But I guess because it's a holiday-ish weekend. I don't know. It is not really a holiday weekend, but it's sort of holiday weekend.
I don't know if it is. Well, I mean, it is around here, as a lot of places are already starting to celebrate the 4th and having festivals and fireworks this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's true. At my workplace, they traditionally have done a thing called Celebrate America the Saturday before 4th of July, and they had put it aside for the pandemic, because of the pandemic, not for the pandemic, but yeah, during the pandemic. And so it's returning for the first time in like 3 years this year, this Saturday. So there'll be a big fireworks show, and they have bands playing on the football field, and people come out and have picnics while they hang out, and watch the big fireworks show for free, which is kind of fun. Donations accepted.
Very cool. Yeah, around this area and neighborhood in North Carolina, they've got a lot of the baseball teams are playing games this weekend and having bigger than normal, like
yeah, usually that's a thing
plays.
too, is if there's going to be any kind of sporting event, they're going to tag on like some sort of show, which is very cool. It's always fun to go to a game and then hang out in the stands and watch fireworks. I've done that a few times at the Dodgers. It's very, very enjoyable, especially if they win.
Yes. Well, yeah. The place that I'm thinking of going is I don't have like a stake in the game. It's like the Burlington sock puppets versus I don't know who. So it's like I don't
Burlington Coat Factories.
I'm here for the fireworks.
There you go.
Yeah, we do also have like probably the largest minor league team on the planet. The Durham Bulls, at least the most culturally famous because of the Kevin Costner movie. That's close by, and they'll be having fireworks, I think, too. I think they're home this weekend. I'm not sure. They usually are. But that sort of thing going. Nice. But what else cool is going on? I've been kind of like low on the internets today. It's the summer. The Toledo Mud Hens. Yes, is the I think it's the Bulls play Toledo.
Yeah.
What?
My friend just got back from a week in Toledo, and he'd be driving there from outside Columbus posting pictures on the freeway and how everything looks, very flat and the same. And it says he came upon this freeway sign that said, "Life is better in Toledo." And everything that he posted for that week did not hold up.
I am sure that is true in comparison to some places. I'm sure that everything is better in Toledo than some places.
Mm-hmm. Speaking baseball, Spencer says.
Oh yeah, what are we speaking about baseball?
He said, I don't know. His thing was the sock puppets.
Oh, I know what he's saying. Speaking baseball, things that we're supposed to be doing right now.
Speaking I forgot I was going to pop that graphic up earlier, but
baseball jerseys are still on sale through the month of July. I think our first order has already gone, has been put in. It's not in and hasn't shipped, but the first order has been ordered. You can get your light side or your dark side, or do the combo pack and get, I think, $10 off. Get both. You don't have to do these super cool designs with the Skywalker name and number or the Palpatine name and number.
It's only a suggestion.
It is a suggestion, though it was a good suggestion by the
It seems to be a very popular
famous
or pair of suggestions
designer who did this.
Oh yeah, he knows what people like.
That's right. But yeah, totally personalizable, customizable. I don't know, personalized and customizable. You can do that with your own name and number, youth sizes available. Get them all. Have it for your warmer cons, because I love my virtual Cantina hockey jersey, but oh my gracious, it's a real hockey jersey and you will sweat to death. I don't think it's wool, but it is heavy. Like the only time. What's that?
Yeah, I missed out on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. You need,
live in a
well,
climate.
it depends, because the coldest winter I ever spent was a summer afternoon in Candlestick Park. So
in San Francisco.
you could use it there.
It's gone.
Yeah,
The area still exists.
I know. Again,
Yeah, but the wind isn't the
I'm
same
old.
because it does that because of the park, and now the park's gone.
Yeah.
But you're right. It is really, if you're on the towards the North Bay where that breeze comes in right off the bay, it could be freezing. Surprising. Colder than up, say, in Donner in the winter.
Absolutely.
Sherry says Saturday night in Toledo, Ohio is like being no place at all.
Sounds like a party.
Let's have a party. You got drinks for it too.
You just got to show up and bring the party with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like I said, is don't miss out on the baseball jerseys, because I love my hockey jersey. I will probably wear my hockey jersey again when we go to Rhode Island Comic-Con, because like a lot of the autographs are actually on the ice in the Dunkin' Donuts Center, and that was when I needed that jersey.
Mm-hmm. So this doesn't say how to get it. Do you have to look for the post that is on the group?
So yes, you look for the post in the group, and there is a link to our Squarespace site. Squarespace? I think it's Squarespace. So
right, to the merch site, or not merch? Yeah, merch site.
Yep. So go ahead and look in the main group, and you can find that. Those of you just joining us and clipping in there, is go ahead and be getting your D+ queued up to season 2, episode 5 of the Clone Wars.
I just did that myself so that I could be ready to start the timer, which is right above me. So if you guys get off track, I should say, or you start late for some reason, you can sort of jump it. It's not going to be exact. It'll be, within a few seconds, I hope.
It's close. It'll be there.
At least it's a vague kind of reference to where we are in the episode. And this is a 25-minute episode, including credits, which is probably a good 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah, it's a 22-minute episode. So
and Jeff, what's coming up on the VCN going on this week? We've got the week ahead is getting ready to come.
So Jedi Archives, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. They're doing something.
They're doing a wrap up of Phase 2, the High Republic Marvel comic. So they're doing like 3 episodes that'll wrap that whole thing up before they start a new version, I think, by Dark Horse.
Well, they are Mike, Bryce, and John will be on Sunday and doing that. And on Monday, a special event on Rebels Revisited. We'll have a special guest and a special guest host. So Mark is joined by Jamie Graham instead of Ashley Brienzo for that episode. And they had the privilege of interviewing Keone Young, who played Commander Sato in Rebels, and a literal billion other credits, including many that Dave just is drooling over, and was lucky enough to be the producer on that episode, so he was privy to it already. And got to kind of be in the trenches, as it were, as the show went on. But that show will air Monday at 6 Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and it should be a great episode. I haven't seen it yet because I was away that day, and I'm looking forward to it. And then what do we got? We got Daughters next week as well, don't we?
We do. And
Daughters is focusing on Harrison Dula. So they're moving through the heavy hitters of the, galaxy's best. Started with General Leia Organa, moved on to Padme Amidala, and now we're doing Harrison Dula, and that should be pretty cool. I'm sure they got some great stuff to talk about when it comes to Hera. They're, very close to their to their hearts when it comes to
All
Rebels.
the women in Star Wars end in
Yeah,
Leia, Organa, Padme, Amidala, Hera,
Syndulla.
Han.
That's a trip. I didn't realize the cadence when I was saying it. But anyway, so and then we'll have another watch along on Thursday of season 3, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what episodes offhand,
Yeah,
but
more Clone Wars goodness is
yeah. So we're just kind of crunching through the Clone Wars and their heavy Ahsoka episodes because we are in the summer of Snips, and we are trying to show off her presence in these shows and episodes. So on our show, we're doing a lot of fun Clone Wars stuff with her, and then Rebels people are doing some cool Rebel stuff if they're not having the awesome time of interviewing amazing guests. But it's all good. Gonna interrupt the summer of Snips with some celebrating Commander Sato and other things possibly in future weeks.
Yeah,
actually, I think it was announced already by
looking down there. They've announced that there is a they'll do the next weekend Rebels is an interview with Julie Dolan.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
The voice of Princess Leia from Star Wars.
Circling back around to Leia, and but this time on Rebels instead of Daughters of the Galaxy. So that should be very cool.
So absolutely tons upon tons of stuff coming up on the VCN. And we're not quite ready to announce it, but Jeff and I were in a meeting last night about a potential new show.
New content on the VCN.
Brand new show on the VCN that will be announced soon. I think we were in talks to maybe get it announced during the summer of Snips. So hopefully.
Oh, right. They might even start during the summer of Snips.
Yeah, I think it will announce and start during the summer of Snips. But it's too soon to say. Can't give you that direct
confirm or deny any of that.
Yes.
You can't tease people like that and then
conjecture.
Not something.
Have you not been here? We do this all the time.
We do what we want.
It's coming. It'll be there. But
we'll see about that.
No more information. There is no teaser trailer yet.
I don't know about that. So yes, you can, Spencer says. Nah, that's cruel. That's just evil.
That's what
well. Anyways, we're right up on that time, so make sure you got your Disney Plus on season 2, episode 5 of Landing at Point Rain of the Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and I will be throwing up a video of a 10-second countdown, and when that goes away, when you see the play button fly by, hit yourself to play, and then we'll be off and running.
Get my headphones ready for that, so I can.
You guys ready to go?
I am good.
You all primed and ready? All right, so here's we go. We're hitting the countdown, and when it starts, we'll be on our way. I mean, when it ends, we'll be on our way. Bye-bye.
Okay, have the headphones turned up a little bit too loud for the Clone Wars because it's like dun, dun, dun.
I like how the countdown jumps straight from 10 to 7. That's cool.
Well, that may have been a little bit of a lag on one of our parts, but
I think it's funny. It's pretty cool.
Little thing.
It shouldn't do that. There is technically 10 honks in there from that alarm.
Hey, there's no fire in space.
Yeah.
What? There's just a whole lot of extra oxygen in those ships.
Yeah, they have an atmosphere around all their ships so that they can have fire. Yeah. It's all good. You gonna question a cartoon? Come on.
Oh, they're back here again. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Not cool. Not cool.
That one never gets old.
It doesn't, really doesn't. But we do have some live action, some I think this is probably the first time, I don't know, we've seen him in here. But even in season 2, we're still at tank top snips. I think that fixes in season 3.
Yeah, they probably heard some stuff and decided to update her wardrobe a bit.
Yeah. But what I do like here is you're really getting James and Matt Lanter coming into their own at this point. Is they started out, kind of doing homages or like voice matches. And
yeah.
This is them being them. And it's good. It's great.
Yeah, everything started to evolve a little bit more once they got a little bit more familiar and comfortable with doing these shows, as well as the animation. It totally leaps and bounds even from last season 1's animation. But then they have to, it's cool. It's good that they're doing character model updates. Like, obviously, Ahsoka is going to grow unless she's stuck at that teenage look for her entire life, whatever, but that species doesn't.
Well, yeah, they're not like
that, so
where everybody's in the same outfit and the same size.
Yeah, that too. Well, that's a standard kind of. Most animation is like that, old school at least.
Oh yeah.
Scooby-Doo. How many outfits did any of the members of that crew have?
No.
Scooby was probably the one that changed clothes the most, and he didn't even wear any. But yeah, Bart and Homer and Lisa and Marge and Maggie have been wearing the same clothes for 35 years. Although they do change up a little bit here and there now.
I think Homer's the one that probably has the most kind of outfits. Is you get Moo Moo Homer and
he's had many jobs.
Yes.
It's funny.
Like what is when he's driving the snowplow? Is it a different outfit? I think he's got a jacket or something.
He's got a cool jacket that says Mr. Plow on the back. But Barney has a cooler one that says Plow King, and his plow is way bigger. But Mr. Plow saves the day. Anyways, speaking of Homer, yeah, dope.
Yeah, there he is. Dope.
Donuts. I didn't go Star Wars for today's episode.
I am Star Wars adjacent, maybe actual spacecraft.
Yeah, I just went Ghostface for today.
There we go. It's all
always appropriate because they're doing that. That's back now.
The Ghostface Movie Club specifically.
Yeah. See, Scream is back again now that like people have it's new again because the children that it's marketed towards have never seen the originals.
They just wait long enough in between sequels, and it's for a new audience.
But yeah,
they got the neck suit painted on the side of the gunship. That's cool.
Yeah, when they started to do that kind of World War II reference stuff with the the
nose art and
what would they call those, like pinup girls that they would put on the sides and name it something after somebody?
Nose art.
What I really like is the style like that's the more like the Spitfires where they would have like the mouth.
Oh yeah, if they would have it on like a P-40 Warhawk or something like that.
Right. Well, they do have in the original Clone Wars micro series, there is an episode of a entire squad that come in one of these jump ships into like Coruscant or some city war zone in a ship that has a big old gaping maw on the front of it. Nice. Which I have hanging up in the other room actually. One of my favorite designs for a ship, especially those ships, those jump ships. Although I do like the ones that hold the other vehicle, the walker. Those are pretty cool.
I think those kind of like the ones that look like a hen, that look like a Russian helicopter with like the rods and things. But carrying the walkers is really cool.
But once you lose the walker, the ship doesn't look as cool anymore. It looks kind of, minimal.
Well, that kind of happens with like the helicopters that'll carry like a
I'm just saying it
container.
doesn't look as cool.
Yeah, no, they don't. It's like
It served its usefulness, and now it's like it's going to leave.
But yeah, if you're interested in like buying something, HasLab right now has the GI Joe Dragonfly up for
that helicopter,
pre-order.
right?
And one of the options for that is that kind of the mouth. They have it as an option sticker, so you don't have to have it on. It's not painted directly on, but it's an optional sticker.
There's the ones with the doing the drop thing.
Mm-hmm. And you're right. Once they drop, they're just like, oh, huh.
But I do also like a lot the update that they did to these ships with the double opening door instead of it just sliding back like it did in the prequels, or what you saw. You know, of course, they have variations. You just didn't see those.
Yeah, you really only the one you majorly pay attention to is the one that Padme falls out of.
Right, exactly. And the guy with the Force, or the two guys with the Force, can't like do anything to stop that.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna crash, but
Yeah, this stuff too.
Really nice cinematography in this episode.
The cinematography?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they've upped their game a lot, like from the environment stuff and everything, and that battle scene.
Yeah.
Even though it's only the second season, it's a huge improvement. And then even like the simple things like that reflection off the helmet visor.
It moves this time.
Right, and it's not like this weird.
It was static. Yeah. The helmet would move and the reflection would move with it.
Right, there you go. Look at the one behind Plo Koon. Yeah, he's gone now. Or not Plo Koon, that's Kiadi-Mundi.
Mundi.
Anyways, Conehead. Yeah, they've definitely upped that. You know, the lighting is way better. The environments like here with all the smoke.
Oh, it looks like, you know, downtown Indianapolis or, you know, Traverse City, Michigan. Right now. It's like, oh, look, they're on
timely.
Canadian wildfire.
Yeah, let me go outside and take a picture of that.
But and they've got a much bigger variety of 3D models in this. Like you've seen at least 4 or 5 different clone helmets in this sequence.
Yeah, they did a lot more work, and it shows. Look at that, that's kind of cool.
They still go down on like clones are just like cannon fodder in this show, though. It's just like how many do we lose per episode?
Yeah, well, that's they're dispensable, disposable.
Oh, but yeah, additionally with the Vader pre-order, there was a new clone commander pre-order, and I can't remember which.
Oppo or something.
Yeah.
Otto. No, wait, what was it? I posted that.
Oppo.
Maybe here it is. Blurb. Why does it not say? Yeah, Appo. Commander Appo. APPO. Hey, it looks just like Hayden. I'm not Hayden. It looks like more.
Windowed packaging.
Yeah. And this is like a 501st. He's must be one of Vader's 501st troopers or something, because he's got that blue deco, unless he's a different faction.
Again, you're asking as if I would know, because that would be actual information.
On the package it says Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi Commander Appo, and then a number for it, but it doesn't say like specifically what he's doing. So, yeah. I didn't necessarily recognize the name, although he looks very familiar. But it's cool that they're doing more, you know, anything where you can have a removable helmet, I'm all in.
I wonder, you said that was a Kenobi release. I wonder if that's...
Both that and Vader are both Kenobi.
Is that the panhandling clone?
Oh, no. He doesn't have long hair.
Well, he doesn't on the figure, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder if it might not be prudent for them to drop like an atomic bomb around the outsides of the shield, so that way the whole circle becomes an island and collapses. And that would destroy the factory without having to sacrifice all these droves of soldiers going through the shield.
They
I
need
think we
Commander
should keep
Cook
them
out
from
there.
orbit just to be safe.
Yeah. Get a big drill and burrow underneath the shield to where it is, and then blow like a whole sinkhole underneath it, and then take care of the problem.
There you go.
It's Star Wars technology, so I assume they can do it.
Yeah, most likely. A lot of those troopers have little backpacks reminiscent of the movie that held this guy.
Oh no, it's Stinky.
I'm waiting for his head to pop up
Oh.
out of one of those backpacks. All the troopers have secret weapon stinkies in their backpacks. That's what it is.
See, and here's the important part to your take on this is the Anakin-Ahsoka relationship, which is let's just unending sarcasm and smart mouthing back and forth.
Yeah. Mutual
Snippiness.
There you go. Speaking of which, mutual snippiness for the summer of snips.
I was thinking that was because of her tendrils.
There we
Right.
go. And see, this crew that's with Ki-Adi-Mundi has different helmets.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The thing about the Snips nickname is, I think in that movie is when she has the like the tendrils are short, like they got snipped, but she's also snippy. I think he actually says she's snippy.
He does. I think it's somewhat after the back and forth when they were calling she first called him Sky Guy.
Oh, right.
You're right, Sherry. It is like they're siblings. It's a lot
they have
more
that kind of...
like that rather than like a teacher student relationship. But then again, you see a lot of that in Obi-Wan and Anakin's relationship as well. Is they're a little bit different in age, so you almost get kind of father-son, but it's a lot like brother, older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's because Anakin's very unique as far as Padawans go, because he was already 9 years old when he got indoctrinated, when they brought him in, so he already had his own unique personality, whereas I'm not sure what's going on with Ahsoka. She's nothing like the other younglings that we've seen in terms of personality. Much more unique sibling, like Anakin, as if there was something else going on there.
Yeah, like it would be almost interesting to get like a season 2 of Tales of the Jedi with older Ahsoka once she's actually been indoctrinated and fill in some of the gaps that were in this season of Tales of the Jedi. It's like, why did the
They did jump around quite a bit in her story specifically.
Yeah. But can we see like from her being indoctrinated or inducted as an infant, and was she this snippy with all of her little teachers? I want to see like elementary school Ahsoka.
Should be acting like Grogu, stealing kids' treats.
Exactly. Oh yeah, look.
Droidicas.
Oh, your favorite.
Look at that! It's a droid hole.
These are
Droidicas.
This is like whack-a-mole droidicas.
It's pool. You got to pop them back into their hole.
They were definitely the coolest droid to come out of the prequel trilogy.
But I love this tactic here is they just walk inside of their shields and blow them away.
Look, they threw Stinky down that hole. 2 of them in those backpacks.
Yeah, they're stink bombs, not explosives. That's the
difference. And now we're skydiving without parachutes.
Look at 4. Is that Rex?
Stormtrooper is not appreciating that.
Yeah. Yep, you got to stop him. There we go. Oh, it's not Rex. He's got a different coat. Oh no, wait, is it Rex?
I don't think so. I don't think Rex
Somebody
would
will
put up
tell
with
us.
that crap. No, maybe it is.
Might
Yeah,
be.
it looks like.
Kind of looks like Rex.
Yeah, I think that's Rex. He's the one that tends to be with them, right?
Yeah.
That's where that whole story later on comes from, with her reuniting with him. That we just watched the other day on Rebels. So
Oh,
go
look
back
at that.
and check that out on the VCN. If you scan that QR code down there to the
Oof.
right of Cat or left of Cat.
That's
Okay, that's got to be against the Star Wars equivalent of the Geneva Convention, right there.
that is gnarly. There, that's some Pacific Wars.
Aggressive negotiations. Come on, it's in the contract.
Okay, look at them. They're like flaming, and they're still watching them die. But at least they shot.
There is some brutal stuff just without
All right,
the blood. And
it's a kid show.
Yeah.
They're dealing with kid issues. Flaming death is very
Well, you know, kids and
giant bugs.
Clear that tunnel.
kids and bugs and like magnifying glasses.
I never was into that. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, I it happened, but I don't know where one gets the idea. Like, why did everybody used to have the idea to do that? And I don't think children do that today. Of course,
No.
kids and like that fiery ball thing from the sky don't.
Yeah, they don't interact as much or have ways to specifically interact like that was. I used to try to like burn little trails in our wood walkway, which probably wasn't making anybody happy.
Yeah, Jeff is doing graffiti with the magnifying glass.
And if an ant happened by, though, he wasn't going to be happy, I don't think. But yeah, I moved on from that. That was, 8-year-old Jeff or whatever.
So didn't end up doing any like battle damage to your X-wing fighter that way. It's like, oh
No, actually, it's now the only battle damage I did to my X-wing was toss it across the room, and so now it has at least 2 of the 4 wings have broken off. I've never tried to re-glue it. I may do that at some point, but yeah, I have it. It's not in the best condition. It looks pretty good if you keep the foils down, together. But when you try to open it up, it's like, nope.
I wonder if you could get like replacement foils if those are and like put working ones in for the broken ones.
PG-13, Sherry says.
I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, it's PG-13 and then some.
Aggressive PG-13.
But yeah, no, I would do battle damage. I didn't have an X-wing at that point, but like little Gundam figures would get like the lighter, and then you heat up a needle or a straight pin, and they make really nice bullet holes. You can just go boop 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 across the plastic.
I'm sure the majority of some of my toys got the firecracker treatment, so that's true battle damage. I remember I had a Mego Captain America, and I popped his head off for some reason, and he had a little hole that was just the size of a firecracker, and I stuck it in there, lit it, and the pressure, I guess, from inside that rubber head shot that freaking head over my house. I had to go like search for it. Like I don't know if it made it to the neighbors or not, but it went far. It was like I tried to replicate it after that. Nope. It was like a fluke.
America. That's the 4th of July, right?
Yeah,
that's
if I could do that every year, I'd be so happy. That would be all I'd have to do if I could just shoot a Captain America head over my house. Well, now that I think about it, I probably could.
Yes, yeah, that could probably be.
I think I have the way and means, so that may be a new thing.
We have the technology,
but then people might get mad at me for, disrespecting America's head
and America's ass.
I wouldn't be shooting that anywhere, but
There you go. Okay,
Jedi
and
eye
right
roll.
there, the Ahsoka rolling her eyes says
Jedi eye roll.
everything that they need to say about this episode.
Mm.
Anakin and Ahsoka going back and forth, and just the eye roll.
65. Still counts as one.
Oh, Kiadi Mundi beat them both. It's like, yeah, I'm taking them out. What were you doing?
Master Mundi. He's like, yeah, he never says he has any respect for me.
No, not in the slightest. He does not show respect for Obi-Wan.
Dun, 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 dun. So how long are we
We're
waiting?
just gonna let it go here. We're going from 5 to 6. So
Well, in my, I'm on a browser and it jumps to the next episode right about now. It's got an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 countdown.
all right, so we might have to do is stop and do a countdown because mine's still going. So
yeah, so let me know when you get to the point where it's jumping to the next episode and we'll start then.
well, I will go ahead and bust out and jump to the next episode
So
manually.
I'm ready.
Reset the timer as well.
Yes, ma'am. Just
Yep, I'm ready when you're ready. Everybody else ready?
Okay.
Everybody out there?
You good, Cat? All
Feel it.
right. We're going to do the video countdown one more time, and here we go. Clone Wars.
Didn't get blown out quite as much this time.
Hmm.
But this is one of the
Nothing
best
but-
parts of the Clone Wars is the opening, like, fortune cookie.
Yeah, those are some great lines. Like, yeah, like you said, if they sold some kind of item with that, one of those messages tucked in it on Batu, they could sell like a whole box,
Yeah.
right? And have a bunch of different messages. And those messages could be the messages, and they would be.
Or what if I thought of this since last time? Instead of like fortune cookies at Docking Bay 7 or whatever, what if they had like the Star Wars equivalent of like a gumball machine? It'd be like your press penny machine in.
Or it could be like one of those medallion machines, and it just give you more of a random. Yeah, if they had,
like that.
if they did, or if they did, like all over Batu, have some medallion machines, although they don't have any. They're all outside of Batu because they have to be on brand. It's the weirdest thing about them.
Make it Swarzy. You could put some Greebly because they've got now
Like
the little scannable doors and stuff for the bounty.
Hunt. Yeah. So I don't know.
They didn't
They
ask
could
us.
do things.
They could let us, Imagineer the parts.
How about we try this? They still haven't taken me up on my amazing idea of having, although they have done things where they have like sabers available for people to get photos with, which is kind of cool. But I don't think they do that in Disneyland. I think they only do that in Hollywood Studios. But what my idea is have like there's so many big like glass door style doors all over Batu. One of those doors gets outfitted with like a slot that you can take your saber and slide it into, turn it on, and it will make the door glow like you were cutting through it, and you could get a photo, like a photo op person would be right there, a cast member doing, photo pass. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Especially if replicating that move that Qui-Gon did, and then they've duplicated since then and other things. Didn't they do that in Mandalorian as well? But anyway,
sorry, I don't think I was. I think I'd tune out of I would tune out a briefing by that Ahsoka as well.
Yeah, there's a thing.
Yes, like, no, I'm not going into battle at your behest. I'm sorry, I don't trust you.
a little.
Oh, well, here you go. We've got like the more seasoned Jedi Master.
Right. So like mellow cruising up.
And so here we go. So this is Barris Offee Master Luminaria's Padawan.
Luminarian Dooley, yep.
And the bad influence and the bad influence on each other. And more clones just being carried off.
Yep. They probably have more medic clones than they do have anything else. Because all the other ones got shot. Look at that hive.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they're taking your idea. They're like, why don't we just tunnel up underneath that something?
Yeah, and then you got to just put some satchel charges in there and blockade the entrance. Trap them inside. So we did Pacific, we do it here.
Blow them up.
They should just pour hot aluminum into that hive.
Because it looks like from that diagram that the only way in or out is at the bottom of the gorge. And probably through the factory. But
well, yeah, it'd be wherever the upper ins and outs are normally, and then that bottom one is like a weird exhaust port or something. No real purpose. Although, yeah, you'd think that would flood, or maybe that's a way to get it to keep from flooding. Who knows?
There you go. It's like this does not sound like the greatest of plans. It's like let's have the accident and not listening prone Padawans create the crucial part of the mission while we create a distraction.
Oh, there's a stinky bag. Are they gonna play dominoes now? Is that what those are? Oh no.
One
synchronized watches.
Swatches.
Synchronized Apple Watches.
Basically, that's what they're doing before they were doing. What is synchronized swatches from? It's an 80s movie, but I can't remember which one.
That was probably like a Austin Powers reference or something.
Maybe. I don't think it was Austin Powers. I think it was something. Synchronized swatches. It's a thing. All right. Now we're on the Google because we need to know.
They're going that way. Oh, those guys are coming this way.
You could blow the bridge.
Hey.
It's possible.
We could nuke it from orbit just to be sure.
Yeah.
They have a lot of options that they don't seem to want to explore.
After all, there's nothing really on Geonosis that they're on good terms with. The Genosians certainly don't care about the Jedi or the Republic.
Yeah.
I don't see any civilian Genosians around. They're all warriors.
They're all held up inside that hive. So when you walk down
there's a throwback for you. Synchronized swatches from Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Oh shit. Great
the things that live in your brain. Yeah, there you
go. Well, that was a good show, so it deserves some space. One of those short-lived but really cool kind of
Kubiak. Thought about that, and I don't know when. Breakout star.
Oh, saber time.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Tear them up.
Pew pew.
Really think there's got to be a more efficient way than the teeny tiny skinny blade to deflect these.
Yeah.
Could we have lightsaber shields, maybe?
Yeah, like the
Gungan shields.
Or even the Mandalorian ones like Bo-Katan and Paz used.
Or let's the Mandalorians. I think it's funny that they use a force shield in there. I guess it's just because they're already armored anyway. But go Captain America on them. Let's get some Beskar and make a 2-foot circle.
Yeah, have something come out of your gauntlet.
That's what you were saying. There's the hole in the wall.
That's in a rock. Damn, crazy. It's a giant piece of cake. Like a brownie.
Yeah. think that's a little toasty
I'm
warm to
hungry.
go through there.
Let's wait till it cools off before we go through.
A
There we
little
go.
bit. Nope, just going right in. Probably touching the wall too. Oh,
Yes, there's stepping on those hot edges as well.
oh yeah. Oh look. Yeah, that is the mysterious thing. Is they won't just they'll go inside and blow the thing up. They won't blow up the planet.
This
But
is
they will set the Geonosians on fire and then shoot them while they're on fire. So
this is so cool looking though. Going into this hive, they look like xenomorphs.
Right.
yeah,
There's a shit ton of them in there, though.
it really is. It's reminiscent of
This
the
is
second part of what did he do? Is he like trying to like mind meld with her or something?
his hand flopped down like out of bed
okay.
or whatever.
It's
Oh,
like
he's gonna
sleep.
wake up. That was reminiscent of like walking through like a bunch of skeletons or something, and one flopping their hand onto somebody like a
Yeah,
knee or
it's
something.
kind of like what is it? After the Space Marines go in Aliens when they're
Yeah.
going to the factory and they're all up on the walls.
Well, that's what Kat said. The Xenomorph.
Yeah. That's all right. Barasofi is the map. Map.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's doing a good job, and then they end up at a dead end.
Now,
Considering the way that structure looked from that hologram, there's like no rhyme or reason to the way it flows back and forth.
yeah. Well, but Luminaria said that she made Barris memorize all 200 intersections.
Oh, okay.
In there, so she literally
paying
is the
attention.
map.
Yeah, that's right.
She's like the person you follow around at Disneyland that knows what.
Well, I know a lot of people that know exactly where everything is in Disneyland. So
what's that? You are one of those people, aren't you?
I know a lot. It's sort of the average knowledge base of everybody that I tend to be at Disneyland with. It's like, we're going so and so, and it's like there's no question of where to go or how to get there. It's just like,
well, see, that's one of the things that I like and I love about Disneyland that's different than Disney World is the vast majority of people at Disneyland are like frequent visitors of Disneyland, if not local.
Around lost.
Yeah. In Disney World, you just have to stand behind the thousands of people that have never been there and have no idea where anything is.
Right. Like in the supermarket when you're behind the slowest person with the cart creeping down the aisle.
Or at least, like people that will embrace the technology and can figure out things. It's like, I've been in every local Home Depot here and I will walk immediately to what I need. But when I go to another Home Depot, I use the app and it tells me what aisle and what bin. Hello, that's what my Disney experience is for.
Yeah. I want to see another C-3PO headed battle droid.
Yeah, and I love it's just the silliness of the reasons why the droids talk out loud to each other, the battle droids. It's like, don't y'all have like Wi-Fi or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, like binary.
Hive mind kind of thing. Aren't they like the Borg?
Yes.
As well, the Geonosians would be like that as well. I think they kind of are.
Well, yeah. Or do they communicate like
bombs?
bees? Do they like dance around and wiggle their butt to talk to each other?
Oh, that little...
The little bee dance, the little bee waggle.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Thorax. Shake that thorax.
Bombs are active.
So these are some cool tanks.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
yeah. Damn. Just take that shit
I
out.
like mortars or so. Ooh,
Uh,
more clones. Nope, we're done.
there's a whole battalion.
Ooh, no. Ooh.
And the bugs win. Poggle the Lesser. He's the best Poggle ever. He's not the lesser. Yeah, see these big old guns on the sides too.
Yep.
They should.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a safe place for them to be firing those guns either in the central hub of it.
No disregard for the structure they're in.
Yeah.
Ooh, booyah. Barely even phased.
You're not.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, the tactical droid wasn't smart enough to realize it was going to blow up.
No, that you shouldn't stand next to a bomb that's going off on armor. It's going to be directed all the force
Yeah.
at you.
And it was.
Clone tanks are not impervious to anything.
We need to do a clone death count in one of these episodes.
Yeah, you think they would reverse engineer the armor from that the Separatists are using in their own vehicles? Because you're right, they blow up real easy.
Mm-hmm. It's like those battle droids are stupid. Just go steal a tank. Could that not have been the plan?
Well, I'm saying their tanks are better than the Republic's tanks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is why doesn't the Republic go steal one and just
Republic
shoot it back at them?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of happened. Jar Jar took over a tank and
yes,
to comical effect or annoying, depending on who you ask. There you go. He's a Bombad General now.
that's why he has the grenade sound effect.
Flinging those weird orbs.
Like, okay, he's finally placing the bombs. Why didn't they do this before?
Yeah, under there, it's like wait till they're over it.
Yeah, wait. Yeah. It's like I get it's a good idea to blow them while they're on the bridge, but they've already sent over so many forces, and it's like you could have, spared them.
Yeah, could have done this before.
Is such a weird way to do it.
There's also they fly now. We have jetpacks.
Yeah.
We've seen them in use in the Clone Wars. Maybe not yet in season 2, but we've seen.
But yeah, in a few episodes, I'm pretty sure. Booyah! There we go.
Boom.
Roger. What was that stupid cartoon or comic strip I posted? Roger.
Dave.
He's like something. They killed David.
And now we're just waving. It's like, wait.
Oh no, he's got 2 watches and he's not on time.
Blown this up with our troops on the side to help us.
My Padawan will not fail. Ahsoka, can you hear me?
You're right. If this were a true Disney movie, this would be the place for a musical
number. Out into song.
He'd
be singing about being trapped, and he'd be singing about trying to find her.
That would be great. That is what I want now. I want a Star Wars, the Clone Wars, the musical.
Oh, snap.
Well, we
got Rogers. It can't be that far off.
On that now.
And technically, it's a current topic, or, because the characters all these days.
That would be hilarious. We've got Star Wars actors now creating their own local content on their Katie Sackhoff's podcast drops this week. Katie, Ashley Eckstein, make this happen. I want a musical number with Ahsoka and Bo-Katan. Oh, there it goes. Big spire. Everything falling down. Oh.
I like how they didn't tell the clones, it's time to clear out. It's like.
No, they're distractions. We're gonna get away while they die. You will die. Oh no, she said.
Oh,
At ease.
she's using the Force there, Chief. You maybe should know how to do that. Did you listen in class?
Well, she's sort of in the mode where she's almost giving up on them.
Yeah,
Basically.
she was kind of like sensing them with the Force, but apparently doing it badly.
Yeah, like they're drifting away. It's like, well, let's go closer to them. There we go.
And those blades, they're 2 million degrees. I wouldn't turn that on.
Yeah, in that confined space.
Yeah.
They're great flashlights, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wave in a plane for a landing.
Very good for that as well.
Oh, let's see. There
If they
you go.
positioned them correctly, they could technically just slice their way out of there, and any rock that comes at them, they just kind of
Yeah.
Try
you
to
just spin it around like a
pulverize it as they're cutting through.
Or maybe they could both like ray the whole thing and just like.
Yeah. If they knew where they were in the whole mess of it, they could maybe even find alternate ways out. I think it'd be, I don't know. I don't have the Force, so I couldn't tell you. Maybe next time I'll have the Force. Is that, they get some interesting texture there on Anakin's face. I don't know.
It was like weird. It's not like he has like stubble or anything low. There's like.
It was up all of it was up here, like
eyes.
Like he was catching.
But then, like, look at Ahsoka there too. It looks like she's got kind of the same thing going.
Maybe it was a phase they were going through with. It might be like dirt or something.
Yeah.
From the dust on the planet.
Look, it's space Morse code. You know, lighting up those big glow sticks that I'm assuming have some form of combustion is probably what's
sucking up all the oxygen.
Anybody? Maybe. It's like, maybe we could just let it be dark. Yeah.
Yep.
It could be dark and we could breathe.
Oh, now they're awake again. Hey.
See?
Oh, it's because we got the opening. See,
it didn't seem like that much. See, it didn't seem like that much was on top of them. You know, they could.
Yeah, it's like the one little.
Yeah, like
thing to move out the way.
Did you hear the little fanfare when it opened? It sounded like Batman 1989. The
Joker was in there. Can you say the same?
Well,
come on, get up.
You
just lifted him with the Force up out the hole and put him down next to you a minute ago.
No, we can't do that. Snips.
The Force can only be used when it's inconvenient. No, convenient. I don't know. Once in a while.
You see, everything that just happened in this episode is something that you should rehearse, like in a training exercise before setting him into actual combat.
Yes. Yeah. Like you would think they have like simulators or something, maybe.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to jump ahead a couple episodes.
Yes, we are jumping ahead. So everybody go ahead and.
We're skipping the best episode of this arc, I might say, which is something that happened last week.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it is the summer of Snips. I think it's.
Yeah, part of it has to do with specifics about Ahsoka and leading up to Ahsoka, the show. So. This is a pretty cool episode, though. Brain Invaders.
Yes.
First half's better, though.
Yeah. Freaky Geonosians. Okay, we're gonna stop the thingamabobber. There we go.
Clone Wars musical, yes.
Clone Wars the musical needs to be a thing. All right, so you guys ready? I'm gonna hit the countdown. And here we go. Dun, dun, dun.
What's the message this time?
Attachment is
Attachment not available. Oh, sorry. Attachment is not confection.
That'd be a good one though.
That we'll save that one for Clone Wars the musical.
There you go. Factories of Doom. I really like
That is the Queen Xenomorph right there.
it really is.
Oh, see, there's the whole thing with the bugs in the nose, and yeah, I don't need that.
That's a great episode.
I like the lighting inside of her ship, or that ship there.
Oh yeah, the lighting in the caves is really cool too. Let's see.
Yeah, like I said, they came a long way even from the first season.
Look at the shadows that are going on behind them. That they're casting shadows and.
Yep. It's really started to sell the show and not be just sort of clunky like it was. They did it.
Did we not just learn from the near-death experience 2 episodes ago that these two together probably shouldn't be entrusted with a mission? Yes, they were successful, but they also nearly died.
And we're almost nearly left.
Well, at least they're being fair now because they kill clones so much. That's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, let's
Kill a
kill
couple
some
Jedi.
Padawan. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Anakin gets used to that. Oh,
We're having a bit of a Wrath of Khan moment here.
He gets a little too familiar with that.
It really does.
Uh-oh.
That is.
Yeah, this is a oop. Yeah, wrap.
Oh, this is the nose, not the ear, though.
Yeah, well,
Still the same kind of thing.
idea. It's always a trip to see the different hairstyles they use to differentiate the clones for when their helmets are off.
Well, and this one, like, okay, we have like Vanilla Ice cuts in our sideburns or something.
Weird fade thing going on.
Ice clones.
Oh, he's got a stinky bag. Time to go get stinky. Oh no. Wake up, dude.
That's never good.
Well, the way he got up, I'd be like, oh shit.
That was like, whoa.
That's not right.
I think someone should notice that that's not, yes.
Yeah, out of the corner of your eye, you'd think one of the clones might have caught that. And be like, what? What?
Well,
He's already freaky
to
out.
know that something's wrong with this dude anyway. Like the forehead tattoo.
Is it a tattoo or birthmark?
I would assume that that's a tattoo.
It's got a very Rorschach test look to it. I don't know. It's definitely symmetrical and centered right in the middle of his forehead. So tattoo seems very likely. I just don't want a nose
We're
worm.
on an important mission and we're taking naps.
I wouldn't want to be awake all the time in space because no one can hear you scream. Speaking of Xenomorphs. It's too quiet because no one can hear you scream. It's Coed.
Yeah.
How big is the ship they on? I was gonna say, is there like a?
They're on one of the ones, I think. Are they on one of the ones that has the hangar bay in the middle?
Oh, like, one of those big.
She went down
right.
down in season
Carrier class or whatever.
Yeah.
Look, it's Yoshi eggs.
Yeah.
He went to Super Nintendo World.
Yeah, that's.
Sick and Yoshi worms on him. There's more than one worm in in some of those eggs. That's
Yeah,
pretty
again, I know this is space, but could we?
Those worms are very sort of sleek and the way they move. They don't have to touch nothing.
Yeah, well, the animation's not perfect yet. It is only season 32. We're on season 2.
Yep. Those are very kind of reminiscent of those assassin bug things that Zam Wessel sent after Padme.
Yes.
But those were kind of centipede-ish. These were very much more like worms. Snake worms. What are they eating? 1/4 portion.
But they've got interesting forks. You see the like super long. I thought it was chopsticks for a minute, but then it's got like a little forky bit on the end.
It's got a weird end to it.
Spoiler.
ESP.
Not sure how peacetime will adheres.
Yeah.
Bad
We
things.
will make sure that it does not. Uh-oh. All systems are green and all
Let's see.
pilots are dead.
Shades of Order 66 right there.
Oh, yeah. It's a different kind of...
Look, is so funny, silhouetted against the light. You want some grub?
Boom, boom. And blaster-proof tables. That's important.
Damn, she took the front off of his blaster and didn't even get close to his face. It looked like she would took his forehead off or something. There they are, right down there in the bottom underneath Cat, fighting. Well, standing off, I should say.
They're being such jerks right now.
They are, and
they're too dim to not be able to see the two clones who tried to attack them and these dead expressions. We're total zombie-like through the fight, and yet they're aggressively attacking you. It's like,
okay, but yes, and how level of stupid is
her weird reverse.
Like Ahsoka is always reverse grip, even when she's pointing at this. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, when I first saw that as well, I was like, that's just too kind of awkward.
Yeah, ridiculous grips for ridiculous characters.
Might as well be holding it like this, like above her head.
Yeah.
More in a stabbing motion, but
yeah, I don't know. They kind of go overboard with the reverse grip.
Yeah, well, that's her thing. So.
Ooh, guess what I found? Holding up the Darksaber, the cheapo Darksabers in park are available on Shop Disney.
Sweet.
Yeah,
that is a very, very cool saber. It's the only issue I have is the no blade deco.
Yeah,
but this saber itself is awesome for the money, and the fact that it.
Oh yeah, isn't it better than the big expensive one?
It's very reminiscent of the $35 one from like Walmart and Target, but it has this feature, which is like the park sabers, blades removable, and so you have this awesome, very much way better designed hilt than the $35 Walmart one, because that one's gray and it doesn't even look right. It's all chunky.
Yeah, that one.
The blade is almost the same, except for the deco on the edge. There's none on this one. But this, I would say, alone is worth the price of admission.
Yeah, see, this is the Walmart one.
Yeah, see, this is so much better.
It's got so did you see what just happened?
Blade's better.
We were playing with our Darksabers. We didn't see.
So the clone, the possessed clone, opened its mouth, and the worm thing was coming out to try and get Barriss. And rather than slice the worm, when it's clearly what the source of what's going on, like they can tell there's something weird, she just impales him and kills him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of that super.
They're completely and totally just.
Yeah. Ruthless.
So this is it's about the same price as the ones that were at Target. It's like a $40 item, and if you have a magic key, you can get it for closer to like 36, I think. Mike got his today because he was jealous of mine. Saber envy. But it's a fun little piece, and it's quality.
Yeah, and it, like I said, it's better.
That one is clunky and chunky.
Mm.
I mean, it was cool to have. If you painted that hilt black, it would be much better looking.
Right, but it's chunky.
But it's a good little, toy version of the saber. I just prefer this hilt 1,000 times better than that one. And it has the little what's it called? Nubbin.
Belt hanger.
So you can hook it on your clip.
Perfect.
I think
this is like an episode. This is like Donkey Kong or something.
Yeah.
Well, now it's John McClane.
Yippee-ki-yay. Ho, 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 I have a lightsaber now.
Yeah, John McClane would do a better job.
Yeah, that's true.
Indeed.
Sure. So.
Okay, yeah, let's split up because that always goes well.
Yeah.
Especially in their case.
Maybe we should blow the ship up from orbit just to be sure. Like, this really is kind of the plot of Alien.
Yeah.
Right. Dave admits to borrowing from everywhere, so.
Well, and in truth, really, I wonder when you'd have to look how long ago this was, but yeah, it's long enough. This is kind of an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2009.
Yeah. So there you go. We're waiting till an excuse to hawk the track, but that's it. This was an entire several episode arc where there were these little critters that took over the Federation people. And not just Wrath of Khan, because that had already been done. This was a different one. This was Next Gen.
Right. If it was
That's
Next
right.
Generation.
And they left the plot of that unresolved. And they never came back to it, ever.
That's funny.
Yeah, is because they found the main one, like the mother one on there, and it was in the guy that you just hated because he was a dick. And good, because we got to blow him up. But like where they came from, what point in space, and what the whole point of that was, no clue. Just
yeah.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
See, again, they're going to go out of their way to save the Jedi, but if it's a clone that's infected, we just kill them and drop them like that.
Collateral damage.
Yeah.
They're, things, not people.
And spoiler alert, if she had just offed Barriss Offee right here, there's a whole lot of crap that happens later that would have gone fine. To her if she just offed Barriss right here.
I did not buy that character turn for Barriss in that arc.
I mean, it was almost more plausible for the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker to turn rather than.
Yeah. Exactly.
That protocol droid has some weird markings on it.
It does.
Damn.
Whoa.
That thing on his chest is similar to the emblem that's on Obi-Wan's one of his starfighters.
Yeah.
Choking that bug.
Again? Wait. Huh. I thought force choking was only a dark side thing.
Yeah. Whoops. What about force pushing?
Oop.
Oop. Force lightsabering.
Oh, let's
Ooh, kicked
reverse grip it for no reason there.
Yep, she's doing the reverse grip.
Yeah, not a good idea to run while your lightsaber.
Yeah, the way she's running too. It's like,
Swoop.
I think
Into the air.
yeah, which way did she go? Okay. Oh damn.
She didn't look up.
Oh my god. She could have just looked up and see that happen.
The ceiling's low enough
Sensor right
that
there.
it was open when she was running down the hall.
Yeah, exactly. I could see if like they had shown her closing it and then panned down to her running up and then looking around, because that would make it more complete at that point. But
Look,
I heard Kiadi Mundi was from
that
France.
I just
That's all I know.
tortured the bug. Come on.
Yeah, the bugs are creepy. She's trying to reboot her finger thing or her wrist thing. Oh, see, even that trooper knew to look up in the van.
Shout instead of using some Morse code thing when she's already told you that she's got to lay low, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
That's a trope in a lot of movies that I can't stand. It's like the two characters are on walkie-talkies. They know the other one's got a problem, but let's just scream it. Are you there? Are you there?
Blah.
Or always, you never remember to put your cell phone on vibrate.
Yeah, silent.
It always rings.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
It's like the ringer on my phone hasn't been on in like the last 6 years.
Decade.
Now, what is the mechanism that she's actually using to do that? Like, why does the ship even have that ability to freeze?
Oh, to switch like environments or whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
that's also a trope because
Okay.
on Federation starships, you can, let's punch a couple of buttons and put sleeping gas through the vents. Or like,
It sounds really shady.
Yeah, it does. Is that Phil Lamar's?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
What's his face?
Kit
I can't
Fisto.
think of his name. Yeah, Kit Fisto. I love his voice. I'll be right back.
Oh, there you go. Running. Oh, it's cold in here.
Okay,
Well,
so
maybe if we weren't wearing a tube top in space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is a good episode to give her an incentive to wear like normal clothes.
Could we have a jacket?
Yeah. Shorts and crop top. Yeah.
Well, I think they at least maybe gave her leggings since the first season. That maybe is step one.
Yeah.
But.
Oh,
and no. Oh, that's bad.
Great plan, Kit Fisto. Bring it to the medical frigate, the most vulnerable ship in the fleet.
Yeah, it's a lot of the time you see this is the Jedi kind of deserve to lose.
Yeah, plus they've been really callous to the clones, so.
Yeah.
But one clone loves Ahsoka. His name is Rex.
Like
That's what Vera should have done. When the thing started coming out of the mouth, she should have punched the clone, not.
Well, how much cold did it take?
Pull that thing out your mouth. Ooh, snap.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Cut her face off. That would have been cool.
Okay,
It's not a showdown, it's a face-off. We're going to stay on guard, but the first thing we're going to do is connect the ship to the portal and open the door.
Yeah, they have zero quarantine procedures.
Yeah.
Here, let's let it take over another vessel.
Yeah, they need an Ellen Ripley to enforce the quarantine on the ship.
Right? Or
Right.
could we go in wearing spacesuits, maybe at least?
Yeah. Some kind
Yeah,
of
'cause they told him how the things work, but yeah, let's.
anti-contamination. Yeah, there's an episode where I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be of this version because Ahsoka's in it, but Ahsoka and Anakin are wearing like space suit type things with dome helmets. Because I have the figures. They go inside some giant creature or get shrunk down or some nonsense. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, there you go. This is like Rastafarian Kit Fisto, not like the Kit Fisto with the huge eyes and the.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did some weird tweaks to that character design in the movies, but I like the Kit Fisto in the micro series. Again, Clone Wars micro series. Go check it out. Kit Fisto fighting underwater shirtless with a lightsaber is badass.
Yeah.
Well, that was mentioned because that was the micro series was Tartakoff, right?
Yeah, Gendy Tartakovsky.
Gendy Tartakoff is so
Tartakovsky.
Tartakovsky is Keone Young mentions that in the interview. So he mentions working for Gendy. So
Oh wow.
watch and listen to that.
I will on Monday. Definitely.
Check that out. Because again, I think Keone worked probably on the micro series. He's worked in this.
You got shirtless Anakin with the crazy blue tattoo in the micro series.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of tripped out versions of these characters.
Super jumping, like Superman jumping across mountain ranges, Mace Windu.
Mace can jump like a mofo.
Exactly.
The best version of General Grievous that
BMF. Yeah.
Really
and then we're done again.
Woo! Da, 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 da.
All right. So now we're going to episode 11.
Saber Lost.
Oh, excuse me. Season 2, episode 11. Yes. With that.
So I think this one's just kind of a standalone episode. Is it?
Right. It's outside of that arc.
In the larger arc.
Yeah, there's no arc here.
Yeah.
And you get that in the Clone Wars, and that's nice sometimes to have a standalone episode. But the Clone Wars did do enough arcs and little mini stories that it doesn't turn into Monster of the Week like Mando season 1 or early season 2 turned into. It's like Monster of the Week.
Well, they were kind of testing what they could do too. So, but I'm all about it.
Yep.
This.
All right, everybody set and ready?
Yep.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna hit the countdown video. Here we go. And.
What do we got? Where's our fortune?
Yeah, easy isn't always.
Ain't that the truth?
They are very poignant. All those lines are like ones that like make you stop and sort of go like, yeah. Oh, Cad Bane.
Bane.
You missed episode of Cad Bane? Damn.
We got
episode of Cad Bane. Or was that just from earlier on?
That's from earlier on.
That's the recap. Is you got Bail Organa and Cad Bane, but
yeah. So that's the thing about the recaps is they can be way in the past, and it's just going to be because that character may be in this episode or something.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
I don't think he's even in this episode. Not that I recall.
Ramifications from that are in this episode. Who knows?
Yeah.
That Padawan braid thing that Ahsoka has is kind of weird, though.
Well, I guess it's because she doesn't have hair. She has one that's jewelry.
Yeah. It's almost like it's two. More pirates.
Oh,
Is that
monkey lizard.
Wando's twin cousin. Oh, no. That's funny. Clearing that
Wait.
bar out. Whoop, dang.
Oh, come
Couldn't
on.
just-
kid.
give me a break.
Really? You let your lightsaber get pickpocketed on the way out.
And he's
Come
holding it
on.
in his hand. He didn't even like tuck it into his jacket or anything.
He doesn't like use the force to just pull it back, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Just like right when she saw it, she'd be like,
Yeah,
just choke the dude.
and then there's too big of a crowd. You think she's supposed to have some connection with that kyber crystal, right?
Yeah.
So that would
She
help
should
her
be
track
able
it
to, like Spidey sense it or something.
Yeah, you'd think that would help her track, at least vaguely track it down.
Yeah, they should have like a GPS locator just in case.
Well, and she's sitting there going, "My master's going to kill me." It's like Anakin loses his lightsaber every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Not. Come
But
on.
she needs a Jedi Wayfinder.
There you go.
Or she needs a GPS that says this is the way. There was some talk on Emily's page about getting a version of the GPS that has the armor. And whenever you're on the right track, it says this is the way.
That would be hilarious. Oh, look, Joe Costano.
I wouldn't hate it. So some of these character designs are so like overly sculptural. Like Jocasta and Kiadi-Mundi's facial features for sure. And his head even. And like Dooku a little bit. I mean, he's definitely exaggerated.
I wonder if that's why, like, when they created a main character like Ahsoka, she doesn't have hair. It's why she has a montrail or whatever.
Yeah.
It's because that's more easily animatable.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Or
the way that they
Anakin and
do
Obi-Wan
hair.
just have these caps.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like,
Because their hair just stays as
they're
one.
like Lego hair, or they kind of.
Yeah, well, it's especially Obi-Wan's beard.
Oh, that too, yeah. Well, like, that was so readily apparent in how easily you stuck it on Corky Kreese.
It was great. Didn't it work so well? It just like
That was amazing. I was like, okay, that's meant to be.
It really was. And I think if join us next week, because I want to say we get Corky. That we're watching that episode next week. Is Corky?
Oh, in season 3? Okay.
I think so.
Well, that would be fun. This guy weirds me out. He's got like this beak thing going on.
Isn't that guy? Don't we see him in Force Awakens?
I think he's
Or
referenced somewhere else.
His
His character shows up somewhere else.
Yeah, in live action, I'm pretty sure.
Was it in the 3rd season of Mandalorian? I can't.
Maybe. He looks
He
looks very Dark Crystal too.
He's got big time Muppet vibes for sure. The way he stands and moves is Dark Crystal.
What did they say his name was?
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I didn't get it either.
Henson Jim. Master Sinube.
Okay, I'll look this up here.
Master Sanubi.
Sanubi?
Sinube, yeah.
Sanubi.
So you say Sinubi, I say Sinube. I don't know. Let's call it.
There we go. Slow down. Okay, Gramps. She just said okay, Gramps to a Jedi Master. It's like, does that not get you Jedi demerits or something?
Yeah, exactly. So disrespectful.
I think Yoda would like smack you with his cane for that.
How do those Ithorians eat? Because they have those side things that are sort of like gills that they sort of communicate through.
Yeah.
But how do they eat? He's just looking at his bowl and like basking in the steam. Those guys, the fish face dudes, squid heads.
That's like Sam Elliott eating.
Oh, with the big old
drape that over your bowl or something.
Like Zoidberg.
That's right. He was in the Kenobi series.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Kenobi, that's what I thought.
No, he was in the Amber prison thing.
Oh yeah, he was in stasis or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the Hall of Horrors.
Yeah.
Where all the Jedi were.
Yeah, that was a one good idea that series had. It was pretty cool. And they didn't use it.
It had more than one good idea.
You didn't like
It
that
had
they
at least
installed
two.
fluorescent lights in Star Wars?
They went to Home Depot.
Okay, I liked Vader walking down the street and wrecking fools. That was pretty cool.
Mm. Okay, what do we got here?
And these guys look like some of the creeps that were in with Clancy Brown and his crew.
Savage Opress?
No, Clancy Brown and the Mandalorian. The
you
know what I'm talking about? The prison ship escape.
Yeah.
Right. I vaguely.
If there was only this like sixth sense that some people possess that could tell you what was going on in the rooms.
Some sort of over-encompassing force of some
that
sort.
binds the universe together and
Binds us and penetrates us.
oh look, see, she figured it out.
If you relax. I don't like the weird bow in that Jedi guy's hair, though.
Oh, he's got a tail too, and it's like a carpet beater.
Yeah.
Here, fish. This guy's an actual fish face. Oh, he's like a weird version of the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
It does.
It also has
like
Resistance character vibes. Is that the same character species that they were talking about on the Pride show?
I don't know.
The frog and the chicken or whatever.
I like how he doesn't intervene until now to criticize her. It's like he didn't mind her picking him up and slamming him on the desk. And, like, all that.
Like, she's like, he's like, let me see how far this is gonna go. He's got some weird like Jar Jar eyeball things going.
Oh yeah, it's got eye stalks.
Yeah, that's it. Stalks. I don't like this Jedi guy's weird beret. It's bugging me.
And he suddenly turns into Watto.
Yeah.
That's not a good price, eh? It's like
Watto's. It's like that meme I saw. Watto. It's what happens to Gonzo when he strikes to drinking and drugs.
It's like, yeah. He does have Gonzo vibes, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does.
That maybe they should put safeties on those lightsaber things too. It's like fingerprint analysis. Anybody?
Yeah, even James Bond has that with his recent pistols. Fingerprint authentication.
Where's the group that's making sure that all Jedi have locks on their sabers so that they can't just be turned on?
Yeah. Nope.
Like
there is no OSHA in Star Wars.
Well, that's very well apparent.
Organizations whatsoever.
Uh-oh.
Oh, looks like
guys.
Get knocked.
Let's see. Suspiciously lightsaber-looking wounds.
Ooh. Yeah. Huh? Oh, look at that freakazoid. Crazy eyes.
Yeah, it's like they're this way.
That's freaky. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. I don't remember that character at all.
Yeah, I remember. She's the
Those hands.
villain. Spoiler alert.
That's my line. Ahsoka's doing the creeper moves here.
And
that was an interesting portrait of the two of them on the back wall.
Well, and she's also going like after these killer people completely like unarmed.
Oh, person has.
Oh, I can't even figure out how to turn it on.
Whoops. Yeah, I better bail. Time to get out of here. Whoa.
She says, my lightsaber, but she doesn't use the Force to try and grab it out of her hand.
Snatch it out of their hand.
Yeah.
Just let them kick a window out and run away.
Well, those
and
aren't
that window got knocked out very easily.
And what is this? She's like doing better Force jumps and stuff.
I was going to say.
Does
she have some sort of Force powers or something? Super humanoid.
Oh, she's
just
a tango jumper.
It's like parkour. Parkour.
Yes, she has super parkour.
All I know is Michael Scott is the master of parkour.
You would think that, like, you know, she's going after someone who stole her lightsaber. That might have been a good time for her to get that second lightsaber. It's like,
why can't she use the Force push that got used on her earlier and knock that person down when they try to jump around?
Nah.
Well, there you go. Press the button a few times. Well, there you go.
Figured that out.
That was a
property damage.
That blade was long enough to go all the way through that thing?
Physics doesn't mean anything in Star Wars.
Come on. Oh, no. Tricky.
Uh-huh.
Tricky. I need a drink. Those fat, what's it called? What's the species boss is? Trandosians. They always weird me out.
Oh, the lizard, the Gorn, essentially.
Well, the one that's on the ground is like the chubby Trandoshan. When normally you see him more kind of.
Yeah, he's like Ganacht from season 1. The Ron Perlman character.
Right.
It's like a different subspecies of the same species or something.
Or just, built differently, stockier.
Yeah.
Versions. Not that humans aren't all very different like that as well. Just, they represent them in a specific way, and then when you see variations, it's kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah.
This person is very good at scaling these buildings. Just randomly cutting shit. Let me cut this and cut that.
Woo.
Yeah, again, she's got more Jedi reflexes than
the Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, let's try spinning. It's a good trick. Every time. And immediately she can just run around and do parkour with the lightsaber open. I mean, Mando is trying to just train and cuts his leg.
The dark saber is a different beast, but you'd think just manipulating it would be very similar. Uh-oh.
Why
are they coming so close? She's on a big TV screen of Palpatine anyway. No.
People are like, I'm going to smash that Palpatine. Oh, look, there's a Jedi. I'm going to get her too. Clean up the mess. I like that carpet. This has Jedi.
She's shady. He's just like, I got this, and he's just not even letting her know that I know what's up with you.
Yeah. Pew.
Hey, how's it going?
Ponda Baba guy.
That's like very Marty McFly in Back to the Future.
She just initiated her Fitbit.
That starts her Batmobile and brings it to her. Stop.
I like how they had the Batwing hanging up like they have the TIE Interceptors these days.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Those guys' hats or whatever, just big weird head.
or ridiculously silly.
Bug me. They got that Bobby vibe, but they also just look like Buckethead, if you know who Buckethead is.
Oh, now she's got it. Now she's figured out, oh, she's climbing this giant pipe. Let's break the giant pipe. Instead of grabbing her with the force.
Yeah.
Grab the pipe.
Look at, she's somehow being negatively affected by this person who should be feeling all the problems with that bouncing thing.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wow.
Look,
Oh, there's her homie. That's right. Okay. Damn, that was a nice little, like, how did she have some sort of homing device on her friend that led her directly to her? How would you know that somehow she was going to be dangling from a pipe in the middle of a
it's a
thoroughfare 100 stories up or whatever it is?
A Snapchat. Snapchat friend finder.
Well, she sent her one of those pin drops on the Google Maps.
Yes.
Right before she went up the pipe.
But no, well, that's what all the kids do now anyway. Like my 14-year-old like tracks all her friends. It's like, oh, so-and-so's at so-and-so. And I'm like, you track your friends? Isn't that creepy? Well, they track them too. Again, creepy.
Yeah, kids today are pretty creepy.
Oh, see, now he planted a tracking device. He's creepy.
Yeah, he's a stalker. Stranger danger. I like that speeder bike.
That speeder bike is like the opening in the front of it is giving me like space battleship Yamato vibes.
Yeah, it's got that whole kind of structural style.
Now, yeah, if somebody's going to reboot something, reboot that. I want to see that. Yes.
I take it in that series it doesn't get destroyed.
No.
Oh.
Swarmed like a group of bombing at smithereens.
What I love about homing devices that they use in Star Wars is like that thing told them that they were somehow in this general direction, but nothing more.
Yeah.
It's like you don't get a readout with maybe a point being identified on some sort of map or something. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's beeping. Go that way.
Well, it fits with the technology they have at Batuu. That's kind of the technology you get in your Magic.
I haven't done any bounty hunting yet, mainly because I don't own
like hot and cold.
That's
basically what you get.
And it's funny to watch people wandering around trying to get it to react differently depending on where they are. See them walk by and then stop and then double back and then stop and then it's anyways, I know that John and Mike have partaked in that, but they are also very happy to go spend their $40 whatever on new Magic bands, and I don't need any extra
like that
accessories currently.
My 50th anniversary one.
Oh, nice. So does this person that stole the saber have like some sort of weird like leather face mask on?
Yeah, it looks kind of like she's got some sort of kabuki thing on over the
facial covering over her regular face.
Yeah.
Maybe, but it's awful expressive for that.
Yeah, it's got like a split, so it's like two pieces or whatever. But yeah, it seems like it's her skin, but it's also like a hockey mask.
But it's also shiny, almost like it's a mask.
Like it's plastic or some sort of other material.
Yeah, or some type of material, synthetic material.
Space Jason Voorhees.
Oh. Is that Harrison Dula?
Oh. Yeah.
Baby Hera.
Sword cane.
Oh, there we go. Backwards grip.
Yes.
Look at that. He took her out with a cane. That she been. How long? Tracking her and fighting her and trying to stop her. Oh, here come the bucketheads.
Yes. Ahsoka's been chasing her all over the planet. She opens the door. Ching, ching.
Yeah. Knock your ass out. There he is. Pulled a Yoda on her. Old man moves. Take him out. It's still that beak thing that weirds me out because it looks like a llama or something, but then with a beak.
There you go. Pass on what you have learned. Does that mean you're
Uh-oh.
supposed to teach Anakin patience?
Don't let Anakin in this room.
Oh.
A lesson in patience. So that's one of her sabers,
Well, she doesn't. She only has one at this point.
but doesn't she get another one that looks just like that?
It's
I mean,
one of
terms of
them.
health
Like
style?
I think it's shorter. They're
Yeah.
slightly different.
She definitely has varying sized sabers. All right, that was episode 11. We made it through 4 episodes.
It's for some reason at the very end of that episode, I get the sense that it's a good idea to be giving children that young weapons like this.
Yeah. Well,
Indeed.
the Padawans, there is such a thing. At least I've read in some of the books. There's a training lightsaber, so
Right.
it's like a lower
And there's
power.
training remotes as
like,
well, and
cut your head off, sort of
yeah,
thing.
it's probably more like a, like a wooden version of a katana or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's electric. It's got the heat thing, but it doesn't have the slicing capability. But
It's more like a foam
Glow
saber, sparring version.
yes.
Can't be having them stabbing and cutting off each other's limbs while they're practicing. That's not too cool.
No. But yeah, there we go. So some
made it.
fun insight into Ahsoka this evening. You see the beginning of the relationship of Ahsoka and Barriss Offee, which, if I did not mention 47 times, Mark Von Olen would be watching the replay of this and go, "Hey, you didn't say Barriss Offee 47 times." Yes.
Indeed.
And she will be important later on. I'm sure on the schedule in the weeks to come, we will be watching some more Barriss Offee.
I would imagine. But next week we're jumping to season 3, and that should be cool. We're going to move through and deal with a lot of Ahsoka heavy stuff, mainly. But,
absolutely.
Follow us on your social medias. You will see notifications of what we got going on and when it's coming. And scan that QR code in the corner if you want to go over to our Virtual Cantina Network page, our channel on YouTube, and check out this video and many other ones on demand. So if you want to watch anything after the fact, you can always, queue up your own device later and watch along with us, or check out some of the amazing episodes of with interviews like Keone Young coming up this week, Julie Dolan in a week and a half, and all the ones from previous
check out some of our previous episodes with Vanessa Marshall from Star Wars
Vanessa Marshall,
Taylor Gray,
Taylor,
and even further back are interviews with Brendan Wayne and all sorts of other people.
Hal Hickles, anything that we've done with Hal Hickle, those demand a rewatch. You get so much information from those episodes. He is like a wealth of both, amazing stories of, interactions just in general with different casts and crew, but knowing the ins and outs of how things were done, what they had to do this way or that way to make something happen. And, he won an Academy Award for Dead Men's Chest, so it shows that he knows his stuff.
Well, and I cannot plug enough that if you're interested in acting and voice acting, that the Keone interview is going to be that
sweet
of how information and stories.
Do we have the special guest watch-alongs in their own playlist?
Yes, so we have a lot of those are contained in the Best of the VCN playlist.
Yeah, the Best of the VCN is pretty prime.
The stuff that we have from even further back, always look at our speaker series. So, like our original,
some of those are amazing.
And those people behind the scenes are in the speaker series.
Yeah, Craig Miller. I can't think of anybody's other name.
Mark Austin.
Anyways, go check it out. Click that link or scan that QR code, or just go to the link YouTube/@Virtual Cantina Network, and that'll take you right to our page.
Yep.
And we also have links from the Facebook page as well, I'm sure. But good stuff. These were some fun episodes. It would have been, I mean, we'd be still sitting here watching if we had kicked in that extra part of the 4-episode arc. So I'm kind of glad we didn't. But you know, we can always go back and watch it on our own and fill in that gap. So feel free to do that. Thank you for joining us, Sherry. We appreciate your presence.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Indeed.
All right. So you guys got anything else to say? Do we need to plug anything?
I think we plug our plugs. Remember, like I said,
First we got to throw this up because we can't have enough.
Like the more you know is stinky
then,
right there. But yeah, Pride series shirts still on sale, including the one not listed on the Pride page, the Big Gay Explosion. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, the new one. I should have that as a separate graphic.
Came out since this one even. It's a quote from Mark Van Olen himself, I believe.
Yes, it is.
And
don't forget the patriotic stuff. You can always, you know, this is summertime kind of wear. You know, we have Memorial or 4th of July coming up right now. You have other holidays you can wear it for. You know, you can anything that you want to just sort of show your America and Virtual Cantina pride. Go ahead and throw one of these on.
And our classic merch is available on TeePublic as well. There's the Citizen T-shirt, the Ahsoka related stuff right there. Classic quote from Mace Windu. So all of that stuff available as well. Baseball jerseys, all sorts of stuff coming up. So cool.
Keep an eye out for more info on the family vacation coming up, because things will be getting announced soon enough.
News desk coming up in July for that.
Right.
End of July.
So that'll be a fun bit of info getting released, and I'm sure people will be very enthused when they find out exactly what's going on with that. So, all right, Sherry, you have a great evening. We are wrapping it up.
Yep. Good night, everybody. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw up a little video here to end our night.
Hey, I'm actor Chris Bartlett from The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you're watching Virtual Cantina Network.